Samurai Dopamine Detox. 5 Secrets for Real Mental Freedom Prologue. The man who couldn't stop Kazuki Yamamoto's thumb moved automatically. Scroll, tap, scroll, tap. His eyes glazed over as infinite content poured into his brain. Memes, news, videos, posts, ads, notifications. It was 3:47 a.m., and he'd been scrolling for 5 hours straight. At 31. Kazuki had become what the Japanese called Neto Hijacking Internet Feirin, an internet-wasted person. Software engineer by day, dopamine addict by night, and morning, and lunch break, and bathroom visits. His phone screen time last week, 11 hours per day. His attention span, approximately 7 seconds before the next notification called. His last book finished 3 years ago. His ability to sit in silence, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. The apps had one. His brain belonged to algorithms designed by the world's smartest engineers to make him addicted. And he was losing everything that mattered. His career stagnating. His relationship ended. You love your phone more than me. His health deteriorating. His mind fragmenting into 1,000 distracted pieces. He'd tried everything. App blockers disabled within hours. Digital detoxes lasted 2 days. Productivity systems became another form of procrastination. Nothing worked because nothing addressed the real problem. His brain was broken, rewired for constant stimulation, dependent on dopamine hits from external sources. Then, scrolling through Reddit at 4 a.m., ironic, he knew. He found a post that changed everything. I spent 30 days training with a former monk who studies ancient samurai dopamine management. My brain completely rewired. I can focus for hours. No phone cravings. Total mental freedom. This is not clickbait. This is real. The post included a link to a small dojo in the mountains of Nagano that taught what they called Kafuku no Michi, the path of empty bliss, based on samurai warriors who needed laser focus in life or death situations, with zero reliance on external stimulation. Kazuki stared at his phone, his prison, and his master. He'd lost years to this device, lost relationships, lost himself. He clicked the link and filled out the application. 3 weeks later, he stood at the gate of Master Takeshi's, about to learn what the samurai knew about conquering the mind's most powerful enemy, itself. Master Takeshi was 68 years old, thin as bamboo, with eyes that seemed to see through screens into souls. He greeted Kazuki with a simple bow. "Give me your phone," he said immediately. "I need it for emergencies." "No, you need it because you're addicted. Give it here." Kazuki's hand trembled as he surrendered his iPhone. Takeshi placed it in a locked wooden box. "You'll get it back in 30 days. If you can't go 30 days without this device, you're not its user, you're its slave." He led Kazuki to a traditional tatami room. On the wall hung a scroll with 5 kanji characters. Munashike empati nesgang, space deal nesti still nesti shu, gathering wu, satoru, awakening. These are the 5 secrets, Takeshi explained. What your generation calls dopamine detox, the samurai called ts no machitha, way of escape from mental slavery. They needed it because distraction in battle meant death. You need it because distraction in life means never truly living. He gestured for Kazuki to sit. "First, I must show you what you've become. Close your eyes." Kazuki closed his eyes. Within 3 seconds, his mind exploded into chaos. Phantom notifications, the urge to check something, restless thoughts about what he was missing online, anxiety about being disconnected. "Open them. I can't even sit still for 10 seconds. Kazuki admitted, ashamed. "Exactly. Your brain has been rewired by the dopamine industrial complex. Every app, every website, every notification is engineered to hijack your reward system." The samurai faced enemies with swords. You face enemies with algorithms, but the solution is the same. Discipline, training, and the 5 secrets. Tokishi lit incense. For the next 30 days, you will live as a samurai warrior. No phone, no internet, no easy dopamine. Only the 5 secrets. This will be the hardest thing you've ever done. Most people quit within 3 days. "I won't quit," Kazuki said, though his hands were already shaking with withdrawal. "We'll see. Let's begin." Day 126. Creating the void. Modern life is about adding, Takeshi said the first morning. More apps, more content, more stimulation. The samurai way is about subtracting. The first secret is creating emptiness so your natural mind can return. He handed Kazuki a list titled, "The Emptiness Protocol." Remove, all screens done, all background noise, no music, number TV, no podcasts, all easy foods, no sugar, no processed meals, no alcohol, all passive entertainment, no books with plots, only poetry or philosophy, all comfort, hard bed, cold showers, minimal heating. You're not becoming a monk, Takeshi explained. You're removing the things that give your brain easy dopamine so it can relearn how to generate fulfillment from within. The first 3 days were hell. Kazuk. I experienced what Takeshi called kindenshi, forbidden fruit syndrome. His mind screamed for stimulation. Every moment felt excruciatingly slow. Boredom became a physical pain in his chest. He tried to read a philosophy book Takeshi gave him. He got through 2 pages in an hour, his mind constantly wandering to imaginary phones. Phantom notifications, the desperate need for something to happen. Good, Takeshi said, when Kazuki reported this. You're experiencing withdrawal. Your brain has been getting dopamine hits every few minutes for years. Now it's starving. This pain is healing. Day 1, Kazuki lasted 4 hours before begging for his phone, denied. Day 2, constant anxiety. Tried to sneak to town to find internet, caught, scolded. Day 3, cried from boredom. Felt like going insane. Takeshi made him sit in an empty room for 2 hours. Day 4, slight breakthroughs at for 10 minutes without complete mental chaos. Day 5, started noticing details, birds, tree shadows, his own breathing. First moment of peace. Day 6, could sit for 30 minutes without extreme discomfort, mind beginning to settle. This is Takeshi explained on day 6. Not emptiness as in nothing. Emptiness as in space for your real self to emerge. The samurai would sit in caves for days with nothing. Not as punishment, but to reset their minds. You're doing the same. The practice 30-day emptiness remove these dopamine sources. Social media, all platforms. No exceptions. Streaming services, Netflix, YouTube, etc. Video games, all types. Porn, sexual, content, major dopamine hijacker news, scrolling anxiety. Dopamine hit combo, mindless eating especially. Sugar background music, podcasts, constant auditory stimulation replace with silence nature, simple tasks, sexual boredom your own. Thoughts the cool principle. The mind filled with noise cannot hear its own voice. Empty the cup before refilling it with what matters. Day 7 to 12. Embracing the Geipan, day 7. Takeshi introduced a new practice, Ma no Geijutsu, the art of space. In Japanese art, Ma is the space between things, the pause between notes, the gap between brush strokes, the silence between words. This space is not empty, it's where meaning lives. He showed Kazuki a painting mostly white space with a single branch. Western art fills the canvas. Japanese art honors the emptiness. Your life is the same. You've filled every moment with stimulation. The second secret is learning to honor the gaps. The practice, intentional pauses, day 7. After every task, pause for 30 seconds before starting the next. Just breathe. Just be. Day 8. Eat meals in complete silence. Chew slowly. Notice the gap between bites. Day 9. Walk slowly from one place to another. Feel the space between steps. Day 10. When someone speaks, pause 3 seconds before responding. Notice the space between their words and yours. Day 11. Spend 1 hour doing absolutely nothing. No task, no purpose. Just exist in the space. Day 12. Notice when you rush to fill silence or empty time. Stop. Honor the Ma. This drove Kazuki crazy at first. Every gap felt like wasted time. His productivity-obsessed mind screamed that pauses were inefficient, but something shifted on day 10. During a 3-second pause before responding to Takeshi, Kazuki actually heard what had been said. Really heard it. For the first time in years, he was fully present in a conversation instead of planning his next words. This is what you've lost, Takeshi observed. The ability to be in the gap between stimulus and response. Your phone trains you to fill every space instantly. The samurai trained the opposite, to expand the space, to live in it, to choose from it. The Ma principle. Freedom lives in the pause between craving and action. Expand this space, and you control your life. Day 13 to 18. The unmoving mind. The third secret is the hardest, Takeshi warned on day 13, because it requires you to face what you've been running from, yourself. He led Kazuki to a small meditation hall. Sit, don't move. For 1 hour. No phone to check, no video to watch, no escape from his own mind. Kazuki sat. Within 5 minutes, his thoughts became a tornado. This is boring. How much time has passed? My leg itches. I need to check if— Wait, I don't have my phone. What am I missing? Did someone email? Is something happening? This is stupid. I should quit. No, I committed. But this is torture. When will this end? My back hurts. I stop fighting it. Takeshi's voice cut through. Let the thoughts come. Watch them like clouds. Don't chase them. Don't resist them. Just watch. Over 6 days, Kazuki learned Seizen no Jio, the practice of stillness. Day 13, 1 hour sitting. Mind chaos. Legs screaming. Survived barely. Day 14, 1.5 hours sitting. Started seeing patterns in thoughts, mostly fear of missing out, anxiety about productivity, craving for stimulation. Day 15, 2 hours sitting. Discovered that thoughts lose power when you don't engage. They pass like clouds. Day 16, 2 hours sitting. First moment of actual stillness, mind quiet for maybe 30 seconds. Felt like discovering a new dimension. Day 17, 3 hours sitting. Could watch thoughts without being swept away. Mind becoming observant rather than reactive. Day 18, 3 hours sitting. Extended periods of stillness. Brain no longer constantly seeking dopamine. Found peace in nothing happening. This is Takeshi explained. Stillness doesn't mean no thoughts. It means being the still point around which thoughts move. The samurai cultivated this because in battle, panic kills. The still mind sees clearly, acts decisively. The practice? Stillness training. Sitting. Week 110. Minutes, survival mode. Week 230. Minutes building tolerance. Week 3 to 1 hour finding. Stillness. Week 4. 2 hours mastery. Emerging rules. No movement except breathing, no distraction. Techniques, no mantras, no counting, no tricks, just sit. Just be. Watch your mind. Stillness in action. When standing in line, don't reach for phone. Just stand when waiting for anything. Don't fill the time. Just wait when bored. Don't seek stimulation. Sit with boredom when anxious. Don't distract yourself. Feel the anxiety, the say principle. The mind that cannot sit still, cannot think clearly. Master stillness. Master life. Day 19 to 24. Directed attention in. Day 19. Takashi introduced a shocking practice. Single task immersion. You've learned to empty your mind, honor space, and sit in stillness. Now we gather that energy into laser focus. This is true the art of gathering scattered attention into a single point. He gave Kazuki 3 tasks. Day 19. Copy a sutra by hand, 1 page. Beautiful calligraphy. Estimated time, 6 hours. Kazuki's first attempt was chaos, mind wandering, mistakes, rushing, frustration. After 2 hours, he'd completed 2 lines. Poorly. Again, Takeshi said. This time, 1 stroke at a time. Each stroke is the entire universe. Nothing else exists. Day 20. Create a sand garden, rake patterns in sand. Make them perfect. Time limit. None. Perfection required. Day 21. Cook a single meal, each ingredient prepared with total attention. Each cut precise. Each flavor balanced. Day 22. Read 1 chapter, not skim. Not speed. Fully absorb. Take notes. Understand completely. Day 23. Walk 1 mile, not for exercise. Walk as meditation. Every step conscious. Every breath felt. Day 24. Build something with hands, wooden box from scratch. Every measurement exact. Every joint perfect. The pattern was clear. Each task demanded complete absorption. No multitasking, no distraction. Just one thing, done fully. Kazuki discovered something remarkable. When he gave 100% attention to a single task, time disappeared. Hours felt like minutes. The task became meditative, and when finished, he felt satisfied in a way that social media never provided. This is Ikizama, the samurai's total presence, Tokushi explained. They practiced sword strikes 10,000 times, each one with complete attention. This forged not just skill, but the ability to direct their entire being to a single point. You're learning the same? The practice. Single-pointed, focused, daily deep work. Choose 1 significant task, remove all distractions, phone, internet, other tabs, music, everything. Set timer, 2 hours minimum, do only that task until timer ends. No checking, no switching, no quick looks. The focus protocol before starting. Sit for 5 minutes. Clear mind. Set intention. During. Notice when attention wanders. Gently return. No self-judgment. After. Pause 5 minutes. Review what was accomplished. Gradually increase. 2 hours gives, 3 hours gives, 4 hours gives. All-day projects for deep focus. Learning a skill, calligraphy, instrument, language, creating something, writing, art, building, solving complex problems, coding, strategy, research, reading deeply, philosophy, technical material, classics. The shu, principal attention, is the sword. Sharp attention cuts through any problem. Scattered attention cuts nothing. Day 25 to 30, integration and freedom on. Day 25. Takeshi surprised Kazuki. You may have your phone back. Kazuki's heart jumped. But when Takeshi unlocked the box, something strange happened. Kazuki looked at the iPhone, his former master. His addiction, his prison, and felt nothing. No desperate craving. No need to immediately check everything. Just a tool. Do you want it? Takeshi asked. Not particularly. Good, that's Setaru awakening. You've discovered that you don't need external dopamine to feel alive. Your brain has remembered how to generate fulfillment from within. He had Kazuki use the phone for 1 hour. With complete freedom, Kazuki opened Instagram, scrolled for 2 minutes, felt bored. The endless content that once captivated him now seemed hollow, engineered, manipulative. He put the phone down. I don't want it, he said, surprised by his own words. That's because you've tasted something deeper, Takeshi explained. The 5 secrets aren't about willpower. They're about replacing cheap dopamine with rich fulfillment. You've spent 24 days learning what real satisfaction feels like. The phone can't compete. The final practice, conscious reintegration for the last 6 days. Takeshi taught Kazuki how to return to modern life without being consumed. Day 26. The conscious use protocol before using any digital device. Ask 3 questions. Purpose. Why am I using this right now? Time. How long will I use it? Set timer. Value. Will this genuinely improve my life? If all 3 answers aren't clear and positive, don't use it. Day 27. The sacred time technology is allowed, but only during designated windows. 9 to 10 a.m. Communication, email, messages 7 to 8 p.m. Entertainment if desired outside these times. Phone on airplane mode. Computer closed. Day 28. The 1 in 1 out rule for every new app. Site added. Remove one old one. Keep phone minimal. Delete anything that triggers compulsive use. Day 29. The weekly digital Sabbath 1. Full day per week. 0 screens. No exceptions. Rediscover analog life. Day 30. The integration returned to normal life, but with the 5 secrets as your foundation: cool, emptiness, regular periods of no stimulation, ma space, pauses between activities, say stillness, daily meditation, sitting sure, gathering, deep work, conscious technology. Use the samurai trained for years to master these principles. Takeshi said on the final evening, "You've had 30 days. It's a beginning, not an ending. The real test is maintaining this in the chaos of modern life." The Satoru principle, awakening, isn't achieving perfect discipline. It's realizing you're already free. The phone never controlled you. You gave it control. Take it back. Kazuki returned to Tokyo on day 31. His apartment looked different. The screens that once commanded his attention now seemed like quiet tools, rather than demanding masters. His new morning routine: 6 a.m. Wake naturally, no phone alarm. 6 o'clock to 6:30. Sit in stillness, say. 6:30 to 7 o'clock. Slow breakfast in silence, ma. 7 o'clock to 7:30. Review intentions for the day. Tidan Senchifin, Dao Shidan Senchifin, deep work block. True phone on airplane mode. 11:30 to 12 o'clock. Lunch, in silence, 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Second, deep work block. 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Movement exercise, no music. Just presence, 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Creative project, calligraphy. Reading, building, 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Simple dinner. Prepared mindfully, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Social time, in person, or tech window if needed, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Reflection. Journaling, next day. Planning, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Reading physical books only. 10 o'clock. Sleep is phone settings. All notifications off except calls from family, social media apps. Deleted browser only access during tech window screen. Time limit. 1 hour daily. Mode reduces dopamine hit from colors. Phone stays in different room during deep work. No phone in bedroom. Bought actual alarm clock. 3 months. Later, Kazuki's life had transformed. Work completed. Project in 2 weeks that would have taken 3 months. B4 got promoted for unprecedented focus and output. Became known as the person who actually thinks before responding. Relationships reconnected with ex-girlfriend, now girlfriend again. You're actually present when we talk, now deeper. Friendships from giving full attention, more meaningful conversations. Health. No more anxiety about missing out. No more 3 a.m. scrolling. Span went from 7 seconds to 2+ hours. Read 24 books in 3 months. Conversational Korean deep work. Practice started woodworking. Focus phone usage down from 11 hours. Day 2, 45 minutes. Demo. Practical uses, maps, communication. Research rarely for entertainment completely killed doom scrolling habit. Most importantly, he felt alive again. Present. Free. Part 8. 1 year later, the teacher Kazuki sat across from a young man named Yuto. 25. Eyes read from screen time, hands trembling from phone withdrawal. "I can't stop," Yuto confessed. "I've tried everything. Nothing works." Kazuki smiled, remembering himself a year ago. "Let me tell you about the 5 secrets," he began. As he explained cool, mas, sei, shu, and sut. Kazuki realized he'd become what Master Takeshi was, someone who'd broken free and could guide others. "The dopamine industrial complex wants you to believe you're weak," Kazuki said, "that you have no self-control, that you need their apps to be happy." But the samurai knew different. They knew that the strongest warriors were those who needed nothing external to feel complete. "How long until I'm free?" Uto asked desperately. 30 days to reset your brain, 90 days to build new patterns, 1 year to master it. But you'll feel different in 1 week, I promise. Yuto looked skeptical. 1 week? 1 week of true emptiness, and your brain will start remembering what genuine fulfillment feels like. It's like, imagine you've been eating fast food for years, and someone gives you a home-cooked meal. Your taste buds wake up. Your brain is the same. Epilogue. The 5 Secrets Manifesto. 2 years after leaving Master Takeshi's dojo, Kazuki wrote a guide for others trapped in dopamine slavery. He called it the Samurai's Digital Freedom Manual. The introduction read, "You are not weak. You are fighting the most sophisticated addiction machine ever created. Every app on your phone was designed by people with PhDs in behavioral psychology, armed with infinite A/B testing, backed by billions of dollars. For the sole purpose of hijacking your reward system, your attention is worth money. They've declared war on your focus, and they're winning." But the samurai faced impossible odds too, and they developed 5 secrets that made them unbeatable. Secret 1. Cool emptiness. Create void by removing easy dopamine. Let your natural mind return. Secret 2. Space and or. The gaps. Expand the pause between stimulus and response. Secret 3. See stillness. Train the unmoving mind. Master, sitting with yourself. Secret 4. Secret. Scattered attention into laser focus. 1 task, fully done. Secret 5. Satoru. Awakening, realize you're already free. Conscious use replaces compulsive use. These aren't trendy hacks. They're ancient technologies for mental freedom. The path is simple. 30 days of disciplined practice, 90 days of pattern building, 365 days of mastery, a lifetime of freedom. Start today. Start with one secret. Build from there. Your brain wants to be free. You just have to show it the way. The complete 3OD. Samurai Dopamine Detox Week 1. K. Emptiness. MA space. Remove all social media, apps, all streaming services, all video games, all news, feeds, all mindless entertainment, phone rules. Grayscale mode, all notifications, OFF only calls, texts from contacts, no phone before 9 a.m. no phone after 8 p.m. no phone in bedroom practice. 30 minutes daily sitting in silence, 30-second pause between all tasks, 1 meal daily in complete silence. Notice when you rush to fill gap, stop and breathe. Week 2. SEI stillness. Continue week 1 practices. Add stillness training. Day 8 to 10:20 minutes sitting meditation. Day 11 to 12:40 minutes sitting meditation. Minutes sitting meditation. In life, stand in lines without phone. Wait for things without filling time. Sit with boredom. Escape it. Feel anxiety without distracting from it. Journal prompts. What am I running from by staying constantly stimulated? What does my natural unstimulated mind want? What fills me with genuine satisfaction? Week 3. Sure gathering. Continue previous practices. Add deep work blocks. Day 15 to 17. 1 hour deep work, 1 task. 0 distraction. Day 18 to 19. 2 hours deep work. Day 20. 21 3 hours deep work. Projects. Learn one skill deeply, not surface learning. Read one book cover to cover, not skimming. Create one thing from scratch. Writing, art, building. Solve one complex problem. Fully focus. Rules. Remove all distractions before starting. Set timer. Honor commitment when mind wanders. Gently return. No quick checks of anything. Week 4. SATOR, you awakening. Continue previous practices. Add conscious reintegration. Day 22 to 24. Reintroduce tech for 1 hour daily. With strict purpose. Day 25 to 27. Practice conscious use before using anything. Ask, why? How long? What value? Day 28 to 30. Design your sustainable relationship with technology. Your system designated tech windows only 1 in 1 out app. Rule weekly digital Sabbath. 1 full day offline. Monthly review of digital habits. Integration questions. What changed in my brain? What do I want to keep forever? What boundaries do I need? How will I maintain this freedom? Maintaining freedom. The daily practice. Morning ritual. 30 minutes, 5 minutes. Sit in stillness. Say 10 minutes. Review intentions. Plan. Deep work. 15 minutes. Single pointed preparation. No distractions throughout day. Cool. Notice when seeking easy. Dopamine choose emptiness instead. Pause between tasks. Breathe. Center. Choose next action. Jeb. Do one thing at a time. Full-Satoru. Use tech consciously, not compulsively. Evening ritual. 20 minutes, 10 minutes. Reflection. What went well? What needs work? 5 minutes. Gratitude for genuine fulfillments. 5 minutes. Prepare tomorrow's intentions. Weekly. 1 full day. 0 screens. Digital Sabbath review. Are the 5 secrets still active in my life? Adjust. What needs more attention this week? Monthly. Assess screen time, focus, capacity, mental clarity. Celebrate progress. Return to 30-day protocol. If slipping in, you slip, you will. Don't beat yourself up. Declare yourself a failure. Abandon the practice. Do notice the slip without judgment. To understand the trigger. Boredom, anxiety, habit. Return to basics. 3 days of strict kujasa. Recommit with compassion. Remember, the samurai trained for lifetimes. You're learning a new way to live. Slips are part of the path, not failures. The ultimate dopamine industrial complex has one goal: keep you coming back. The 5 secrets have one goal: set you free. You are not fighting willpower versus temptation. You are choosing fulfillment over emptiness, deep work versus shallow scrolling, presence versus distraction, freedom versus slavery, life vs simulation. The samurai knew the undefeated warrior is the one who needs nothing external. Your phone will always be there, ready to serve you. The question is, will you serve it? Walk the path. Practice the 5 secrets. Reclaim your mind. This is the way to real mental freedom. By personal message to your friend. Kazuki's story is happening everywhere, right now. Maybe it's your story. The average person checks their phone 96 times per day, spends 11 hours daily consuming digital content, has an attention span shorter than a goldfish. This isn't your fault. You're not weak. You're fighting a $1 trillion industry, designed to addict you. But you have a choice. The samurai faced impossible enemies and won through discipline, training, and the 5 secrets. You can do the same. Start tomorrow morning. 30 days, 5 secrets, real freedom. Your brain wants to be free. Your attention wants to be yours again. Your life wants to be lived, not scrolled through. Take it back. If this resonated with you, please subscribe and share with someone trapped in the dopamine cycle. Comment, freedom. If you're ready to start your 30-day samurai dopamine detox, your future self will thank you.